Good morning, everyone. My name is Jadira Marsa from the country Indonesia, a young student who lives in the growing metropolis which is Jakarta. As a kid growing up in the heart of the city, I always find it peculiar of how trash seemed to blend into the landscape. Plastic blurs floated everywhere in the streets of passerby, and styrofoam containers floated along the floodwaters. Seeing this kind of environment, without pursuing any kind of action about it, felt very wrong to me. In the eyes of a younger me, I didn't understand what I was really seeing. I thought it was just some sanitary issue, but it was definitely much more than that. It was a surface symptom of a deeper crisis, one built from the quiet daily habits of millions, from a lack of awareness and the gaps in our own ethical responsibility to our environment. So, I like to illustrate the heart of the problem with my own country, which is the Citarum River in West Java. Once labeled the second most polluted river in the world by 2015, still supplying over 25 million people. Yet, it's choked with plastic debris, toxic sludge laced with heavy metals, and microplastics. Communities along its banks suffer from the much higher rates of illness, failed crops, and eroded livelihoods. Clear evidence that plastic pollution is not just an environmental crisis, but a deeply social and economic one. In Indonesian philosophy, single-use plastic aren't just an environmental issue, but a moral one. They shift the burden of convenience onto marginalized communities and future generations who inherit ecological debt. To combat this, the ASEAN Conference on Combating Plastic Pollution 2024 proposes a multi-pronged strategy. So first, we must focus on designing locally aligned solutions. Innovation should meet community needs. For example, a device that filters out microplastic in the river powered by solely on solar power in the waterways of Cambodia. This solution should also follow clear rules that hold companies accountable for their packaging waste, so they actively fund collection and recycling. Also, to ensure both scalability and sustainability, ASEAN nations must also stand together in real collaboration by sharing knowledge, co-developing innovation, and supporting each other as a tightly connected regional community. Together, we can build tailored, effective solutions that reflect our diverse yet interconnected needs. Local communities must be at the heart of this innovation development process as their life experience ensures the solutions are relevant and adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the crisis, but real change starts in small, meaningful acts within our daily lives. This is our moment, not just as an ASEAN citizen, but as a human being that cares for Mother Earth. Let us rise not just as a voice of concern, but as an agent of change. Together, across generation and borders, we can and must turn the tide on plastic pollution, so that we will be the golden generation that ends the ecological debt forever.